Training your kitty might be even more challenging than training a junior or even training an older cat. But one thing is common in all of them. When you start, we never know how to do it. Younger cats have a lot of energy and they get distracted very easily due to their natural curiosity. In this channel, we've already covered how to clicker train your cat, as well as how to teach many commands that are going to improve the bond with your cat. But there's a question that I get asked constantly. Where do I start? When do I start? Today, it's going to be all about getting started at training your cat. Particularly during the early stages of their life, between kitties and 1 year of age. But if your cat is older, you can still watch this video and use it as a guideline on what to teach first and how to do it. Today's video is going to be divided in 3 parts: introduction to clicker training, when to start, and what to teach. What we are not going to cover today is how to teach the tricks that we are going to be talking about. But if you want to learn how to teach them, you can just go to our channel and every single trick is explained there. I'm also going to be adding the links to the tutorials of all the tricks that we're going to be covering today. So after this video, you can go and pick the one that you want to teach first. If there's any part of this video that you want to skip, I'm going to be adding timestamps so you can jump directly to the part of the video that interests you the most. But I'm going to be packing this video with information that's going to be useful from beginners to expert cat owners. So I'd recommend you to stick from the beginning to the end of the video. Let's get into it.
Let's work.
It's often thought that cats cannot be trained like dogs do, but that's simply not true. What's that one thing that gets your cat's attention? Most likely, food is the first thing that came to your head. Operant conditioning relies on a very simple premise. Actions that are followed by reinforcement are likely to be repeated. Hey, I need to show you this, she's so freaking cute. She's like, you're filming, I want to be part of this video. Back at it. As I was saying, operant conditioning relies on a very simple premise. Actions that are rewarded are very likely to be repeated in the future. Through operant conditioning, an association is made between a behavior and a consequence for that behavior. And thanks to this association, operant conditioning can be used to motivate behavior change. And the best way to create an association between a behavior and the consequence of that behavior is an event marker. An event marker is an unmistakable sound that our cat is going to associate with a reward. The idea is to create an association between the event marker and a tiny edible treat. There are several markers you can use: a word, snapping fingers, or a clicker. I personally like the clicker because it's a very unique sound that's not going to occur outside training moments. It's also a very fast sound, so it's very easy to mark the exact moment where the behavior that you want to see repeated more often happens. For instance, if you're teaching the sit command, you want to mark the exact moment where the butt touches the floor. If you use a very long word like good girl, or congratulations, or whatever, it might take longer, so your cat doesn't really know what exactly is from the gesture of sitting down that you're rewarding. With the clicker, you can mark exactly the moment the butt touches the floor. That's why I like the clicker. In the case that you go for a word, make sure you choose a very short one. Good, yes, are words that work very well for training. The problem is that they might happen in other occasions and your cat is going to be crazy looking for that trick. Before starting the training, there's one thing you need to do first: charging the clicker. To charge the clicker, you have to click and immediately after offer a reward. You will want to do that for at least 10 minutes several times a day so that the cat links the sound of the clicker with the reward. You should wait at least a couple hours between sessions and keep sessions no longer than 10 minutes. Very soon, you're going to see how your cat anticipates the reward after hearing the click. When that happens, means that the clicker is charged. It's that easy. Now you can get your training started. We have a 2-minute video talking exclusively about clicker training, so if you're not totally clear on what to do or where to start, you can watch as well that video. I'm going to be adding the link here as well as in the description box down below. But because today we're not teaching any specific trick, I would recommend you to finish this video and you can watch the other one afterwards. Starting clicker training too early can create insecurity or stress in very young cats. The first trainer of every cat has to be their mom. So at least until they are 12 weeks, they should be with their mom, where they learn how to play without hurting, how to socialize, and they learn how to use the litter box. After 12 weeks, around the 3 months of age, the kitty can start formal training indoors. For outdoor training, I would wait a little longer, at least until all vaccinations are done and they can wear tick and flea prevention. In the case of Mia, we started clicker training indoors at 12 weeks of age and we started going outdoors around the 14th week. A few months ago, I created a free ebook for my patrons to elevate the bond with their cat using play, outdoors, and food. I would like now to offer this free ebook to my YouTube subscribers. I'm going to be adding the link to the free ebook in the description box down below so you can download it as well. A more complex question is, what should I teach first? Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. If you end up with a cat that's younger than 12 weeks, I would recommend you to start socializing the cat first with other cats and with people, as well as making sure that they learn how to use a litter box. Once the kitty is 12 weeks or older, we can start formal training. We're going to teach one trick at a time and not move to the next one until they master the one that we're doing before. The problem of not doing so is that they might learn a command and they might end up executing the command that you want, but then when you try to put them together and do more than one trick at the time, they're going to mix them up and they're going to sit instead of spinning, or they're going to stand up instead of laying down, and you don't want that to happen. I like separating training in 3 big groups: fundamentals, useful, and party tricks. Fundamentals are tricks that, when mastered, are going to help you teach other tricks. Useful tricks are tricks that are going to improve the relationship between cat and person, making your life easier. And party tricks are the tricks that everyone wants to teach, but they're not necessarily the most useful or the ones that are going to build knowledge to keep on improving. So I would teach those the last. Again, all these tricks and trainings that I'm going to be talking about are going to have links in the description box down below, so you can watch them later. The first tricks that you want to teach your cat are the fundamentals. And the 2 main fundamental tricks are finger targeting and come when cold. Let me show you what finger targeting is. Mia. Now let me show you come on command. Mia, come here. Both tricks are extremely useful because they're going to help you lure your cat to places or from places that you want them to be or not. After teaching the fundamentals, I would move to useful tricks. Tricks that are going to improve the relationship with your cat. Tricks like sit, stay, or teaching the word no are tricks that are going to help you a lot as a cat parent. There's a second layer of useful tricks that are a little bit more complex and are mostly interesting if you're going to take your cat outdoors, like shoulder training or riding on the basket of your bike. Oh. Good girl. The third group are party tricks. Any trick that doesn't have a particular application would fall into this group. Tricks like high five, spin, stand up. Every kind of training that you do with your cat, it's going to improve your communication with them. Come on. Again, I said it before, I have a bunch of tutorials already in the channel, so go there, take a look, find the ones that you like. But if you cannot find the trick that you want to teach your cat, please leave it in the comments. I make a tutorial so that you can teach that one to your cat as well. Subscribe in the channel if you like this video because there's more coming every other week. Until then, see you outdoors.